Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a fascinating guest in studio. It's Claire Ruff. She's a school psychologist and education consultant for the Chicago Home Tutor. Welcome, Claire.
Thank you so much.
How did the Chicago Home Tutor get started?
The Chicago Home Tutor was started when our founder, Laura Reber, was working as a school psychologist for a number of years in the public schools. And what she found was that students with diverse learning needs were really having difficulty making steady progress. Even the very best teachers struggle to keep up with all the unique and individual needs that walk through their doors. Mm-hmm. And Laura really felt like there needed to be a place where parents could go for one-on-one academic support for their students, no matter what their learning need was. So she started tutoring students after school and on the weekends, and what she found was that her students started making steady progress and they just became so much more confident. Mm-hmm. So then she wanted to reach more students. She's also very much, she believes in teamwork and collaboration, and she was feeling as though a team around her would make her even more effective because we can bounce ideas off each other and make sure we're providing the best support. So she started looking to hire other highly effective educators, and from there, the Chicago Home Tutor was born. So now we have over 75 expert tutors working for us, and they are really the foundation of our tutoring company.
Wow, that's wonderful. There's lots of tutoring outfits out there.
Yes.
How does Chicago Home Tutor differ from the rest?
Well, the Chicago Home Tutor, our mission is that families can call us to get support for any kind of learner to help them reach their potential. ADHD and anxiety and learning disabilities and autism and executive functioning problems and social emotional challenges, they're so common, but they really impact learning. So we want to be a place where you can go to get expert tutoring and specialized services for any child with any type of learning need. That means we hire expert tutors and work as a team. And it also means we use data, individual student data, to drive the programming and the decisions we make as we're tutoring, to make sure that we're always providing the best possible service. Actually, we have had other companies refer students to us because they have not felt like they could meet the needs of the students coming through their door. So for example, we had a student recently who'd had spent a lot of time in the hospital, had missed a lot of school, and was 4 grade levels behind in reading. So this tutoring company called us, we took the case, and now we have a reading specialist seeing him 5 times a week, and already he's gained almost a year's worth of reading growth in the time that she's seen him. Additionally, it's in our name, we come to your home. Mm-hmm. We do not see home as necessarily your place of residence. It's wherever you need us to be. We really want to provide comfort and convenience. So for most of our kiddos, we're in their home, but we have been in private schools, we have been to medical facilities for kids who are experiencing long-term health issues. It just sort of depends. But at the end of the day, we're trying to provide convenience for families that are probably already a little bit overwhelmed, and expert services for kids who have different learning needs.
Right, and these kids can be kids who've already been diagnosed, but also kids who maybe just mom and dad are noticing, or they're hearing from the teacher that, hey, your kid is struggling in math.
Absolutely. We have kiddos who have been diagnosed by the school already, and then kids who are just struggling and may never be diagnosed because they really don't need to be, and other kids who we actually walk through the IEP process with them. As we tutor, we start supporting the parents and talking to the school and helping them sort of work together to get the services the child needs, both at home and in the school setting.
Wow. I'm really impressed by the level of quality that you bring in, the skill set. So tell me about the qualification. Now, you're a school psychologist yourself.
I am, yes.
And you're one team member, but you've got other special...
We have so many team members. Yes, all of our tutors are certified by the Illinois State Board of Education. They're all experts in what they do, and most of them have received graduate training as well. But we were started by a school psychologist, so we do have a lot of school psychologists, and a lot of people don't really know what that is.
Right.
But essentially, a school psychologist is someone who is trained to assess and diagnose in the school setting if there is a learning problem present. And if so, what could be done to change the curriculum or the learning environment so that the child is more likely to be successful and reach their potential. So we make highly effective tutors. As a result of that, we know not only what goes into, the diagnosis of a disability, but then what can you do once you have gotten to that point so that you can be effective and the student can feel confident and learn. We also have reading specialists on our team. So they're, of course, highly trained in identifying specific reading problems and intervening to help students solve those problems. We have learning behavior specialists and special education teachers. So if we have kids who are having a social emotional issue that maybe is causing a learning problem or vice versa, they're highly trained in working with a variety of cases and issues that might come up depending on what the child's needs may be. So we're a diverse group, but we're all experts in what we do. And we match our cases carefully with tutors to make sure that referral concerns are met.
That's neat. I think that's super. Tell me a little bit about what ages you serve.
We serve all ages and all learning styles as well,
Okay.
and we tutor all subjects. Our clients right now are between the ages of 3 and 21.
Wow.
So we are all the way in the preschools all the way up to college. I would say that we get referral concerns kind of across the board.
Right.
We've helped kids with school anxiety issues, lots of kids with executive functioning issues, and anything too, like we just need some homework help and some help with study skills. It's just, we have helped college students transition to being more independent as they, lots of kids struggle with that first year in college. We've helped homeschoolers. We have been into homes and we've helped homeschooling families develop programs for their students and then help them monitor to make sure their students are making progress in those programs. So we kind of run the gamut. I would say the majority of our clients right now are with us because of ADHD or learning disabilities, but we definitely have some kiddos that are just struggling with their current math curriculum and they need a little bit of a boost.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When a parent decides that they need to get a tutor for their kiddo, how do they get connected with you? What's the first step? Do they call? How do you assess that student? How do you get this wonderful program going?
Yeah, well, they find us on the internet, they reach out via phone. There's lots of different avenues that they find us. But the first initial phone call and consultation is free. We want to make sure that we're a good match, that we can provide the services that they want. We want to really understand their referral concern. We have lots of parents who share neuropsychological evaluations with us. They share some school-based evaluations, or they just have other documentation they'd like us to see, so we truly understand the nature of their worry. And from there, we match them with a tutor who is an expert in whatever the referral concern may be. When the tutor comes, for the first in-person meeting, they will do sort of a basic academic assessment to make sure we really understand the exact levels that the student is functioning on or at. But while they're doing that, they're also watching, what's the student motivation level like, and what's the work ethic like, and their study habits, and what are their interests. We want to make sure we connect so that the student really enjoys working with us, because we're going to push them. We don't want it to be a process that makes them sort of grind their teeth and want to come. A lot of our parents say the kids love working with us because we really do try to individualize, even down to the little rewards we might give them for their work ethic. So once we've collected all that data from the parents and the tutors sort of done that initial assessment, we design a program. They're often based in research. We try to use as many research-based interventions as we can, and we just sort of tweak the program as needed. As we monitor their progress, we change what needs to be changed.
That's awesome. And quickly, tell me a little bit about your partnership with Chicago Literacy.
So we are partnered with the Chicago Literacy Alliance because we're very passionate about preventing literacy problems, as are they. And they have a vision, and we share it, of a 100% literate Chicagoland, which would be amazing. But the key to that, part of the key to that, we think, is preventing problems that could get very bad very quickly. 90%, research shows that 90% of first graders who are not reading on grade level will still be struggling in fourth grade. So a lot of parents hear, oh, it's okay, I'll catch up. Oh, it's okay, we'll get there. When in fact, the problem continues to get worse for 90% of the students, and their confidence level drops, which sort of means you have this double situation.
Yeah, double whammy going.
Yeah, so we really encourage our parents to take a close look at if their young learners are struggling. We have an awesome program we use that was researched by the Department of Education. It's highly effective, and if there's a young learner out there that's struggling to read at all, you might as well intervene or even prevent now than deal with a potentially much bigger problem in fourth grade or later.
Claire, thanks so much for stopping by and sharing what you do. Your enthusiasm is great, and you're helping so many people. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.